You stupid bastard.
What's going on, mate?
You guys are wrong. Y'all are just wrong. I just laughed. You're wrong. You're wrong. You got to get it where you can get it, no matter what it is.
Holy mackerel!
All week long. And it's one of those days. Come on in, kids. Have a seat. Front row if you like. Zoom Court, also known as We Got a Case. I'm your host for the day, Mikey. Some people call me the legend. Some people call me the a-hole. But you can call me anything you like. As long as you're here, hit that like button. We're going to go across all different states of the union today, checking out court. Apparently, this courtroom is talking with a unidentifiable blob. Speaking of unidentifiable blobs, good to see everybody. Andy, Hugh, Courtney, Hector, Dave, all of them. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to have lots of good stuff. I'm never late. That's because I'm just that good. Creed will be, yes, he's going to have a failure to appear today. But we'll see him for We Got a Chase later on. But let's get on into this action. We'll jump around. We'll see how things are here. And let's roll on into it, shall we?
October 6th.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you.
You're
Did
welcome.
he say a sober 6? What does that mean? It is a little quiet, just a little too quiet. Scares me sometimes, Pike.
The device ending in 3315, unmute and state your name for the record, please.
Sure.
If you're on
Why
a
not?
phone, you may need to push *6.
Don't forget to subscribe to our case only channel. We Got a Case on YouTube. Link right there. Hector, he is recused
Can you hear
for
me?
the moment.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Will you state your name, please?
Charles Evans.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. By appearing this morning, I'm going to quash the warrants that were issued for you by the city of Longview. I'm going to give you a series of new court dates. Do you have a pen and paper available?
Bob.
Yes, I do.
Okay. The first
was
of those dates is
very
on
good,
the newer
Robert.
charge
Thank
for
you.
an arraignment. That'll be on October the 5th.
Is this
At
person
2
just got their
p.m.
finger over the camera like this? Over here,
That'll be in
Catherine.
person in courtroom 6 at the Hall of Justice.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice,
Okay.
And then on the other case, the prior theft, we'll go ahead and set a pretrial of October the 13th.
Sharon and Rick.
That'll be at 10 a.m.
Howdy ho.
A readiness of December 8th at 9 a.m.
This guy's
Those will both
exciting.
be on Zoom in courtroom 6.
It's very exciting.
And then we'll
guy.
set a trial date of December the 19th at 9 a.m.
All right.
You need to reach out to the Grimm Law Group and make an appointment with them prior to the first of those dates.
This guy's already boring me. We're jumping
Okay.
over to Travis County, guys. Let's see what's happening over in Travis.
Appeal is an order that the court says that it protects somebody. And in this case, it protects.
The judge went to the
over
Bishop
time-
School of Broadcasting.
So
It went frozen.
you can't hurt him or stalk him during the life of this order. You also can't talk to him.
Hey, Judge, you went frozen for like 30 seconds. So I
Okay,
couldn't- Yeah.
Judge
It
Frame.
may have just been the internet load.
Can you repeat that, please?
sure. What it says is you can't hurt him or stalk him during the life of this order. Talk to him
No stalking,
in a
Dave.
threatening or
Thank you for the
harassing way
bacons.
during the life of this order. And there's good cause shown that you can't communicate to him at all
Okay, that's
during
fine.
this order.
This guy's
Um,
animated as
How does
hell.
that work if you say, because I've been living with my father, that's my father for the past 2 years. What about all my clothes over there, all that type? So when I bond out today and I get out, how do I go about getting all those things?
What I would do is get somebody you know and trust to
Okay.
get your stuff and bring them to you. 'Cause if
Keyword
you
is
go to
trust,
that
right,
location,
Mary?
They're gonna arrest you and
Oh.
they ain't no good. All right.
Okay.
You must stay 200
He's got, like,
blocks away from
veins pulsing in his
2401
face.
East Otor, number 1408, Austin, Texas, 78744. So just
7841. Yes, sir.
for one,
That's 41, by the way. Yes, sir.
okay.
And his judge seems
All right.
intimidating, but it may be nice at the same time.
So the chief of police is going to copy this order and be able to enforce it. And so is the Department of Public Safety.
Say that again. I'm sorry. What did you say?
The police will be able to enforce this order, and so will the Department of Public Safety.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And this
Bob and
order
Donna, good to see ya.
Goes on in effect today and lasts until November 16th.
He does
And then
got,
you can go back to the house if you want.
he's got a little bit of
Okay,
prior
for
in him.
sure. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
All right. So
sweet
as far
ink.
as attorneys, did you say you have you have your own attorney?
I have my own attorney. His name's Michael Watson.
Okay.
Is there any way you can
Getting
notify
work.
him for me as well? Because it's hard to get a hold of him. While you're in the jail, because of the jail card.
Probably when you're told to leave this room, they'll
Okay.
let you use the phone. So
He's got
ask
the,
for the phone.
his eyes are bugging out of his head. Hey. Oh, speaking of haze, two big uns from our good friend Power Stroke.
Yeah, you can. There'll be
Thank you.
a list of approved bond people, and if you
fantastic,
call
Chris.
anyone on that list,
Amazing.
they'll be good.
Okay, cool.
All right.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
Come on.
Whoa, he disappeared. You see that? It's a magician. He just disappeared right out of
Timothy
court.
Ryan.
Morning.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Ryan Smith.
Correct.
Okay, so it looks like you're accused of a possession of controlled substance.
Oh,
It's going to be a state jail felony offense. Now, on the state jail, if convicted, the maximum fine is $10,000, and the longest I can hold somebody in state jail is 6 months to 2 years.
Oh,
Your
that's it?
bail, let's see, is going to be set at
I feel like I could touch his head.
Let's see if I got this right.
Go ahead, no problem. We'll wait. He's taking his shoes off the count.
Okay, it's gonna be set at $7,500. And there is a condition that you must attend drug court screening.
Am I in a position to receive a personal bond?
Let's see.
So that can be addressed. I'm also already scheduled for an implant that blocks any kind of substance like that. If that helps at all.
Is that a real thing? This is not something you just made up. There's an implant
Yeah,
that you can get
It
now.
looks like you're already on PR bonds.
Ooh.
And because they're about to motion off of that personal bond, you're unable to get a personal bond
wired.
this time on your own. What you may want to do is hire an attorney that can help you get a personal bond. The price between you and is between you and the attorney. And I don't know about payment plans. Maybe they can put you on a plan. Maybe that can.
Well, he
happen.
said that
I
it's
don't
an
know,
implant.
But that would be the best bet. Of course, you can always hire bail
Haircut filter.
bondsman. $750 will get you out properly.
If I'm not able to get the $750, do I stay in jail indefinitely until trial?
I wouldn't say indefinitely, but I would say probably about
They're in a
6 weeks.
they're in a back
So
room
I
of a
would-
Walmart.
If you can make bail, I definitely would. What type of attorney would you choose to have represent you, Mr. Smith?
A good one.
So I already have the personal bond is from 2019. It's still ongoing, and that's a court-appointed attorney. Would I use the same one or have a different one?
It's up to you.
How good was
If
the
the-
last one?
Previous attorney has experience with this case. It may be wise to use the same one. If he or she actually obtained a personal bond for you in the past, it would appear they would know how to get one in the future. So would you want the same attorney?
Let's just go with the new one for now, and if I
Okay,
speak to them and they're eligible and can do that, then we'll go that route.
fine. That's good.
It was fantastic,
Okay.
Pamela. Thanks for
And let's
asking.
see.
Very good. No complaints here. They even gave us a bunch of free croissants.
Hmm.
Delicious. See, this is the thing too. I mean, I don't think is there really
All right,
even
that's it, sir. Any more questions?
a thing
No, thank you.
All right,
as
good
a
luck.
drug
Thanks.
implant that keeps you from using drugs? Could be.
Mr. Rapella.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Last but not least.
All right. So it looks like you're accused of a
I don't have time to draw.
driving while intoxicated case. And it's going to be a class B misdemeanor.
Very. This. You say you want someone really crazy eyes like the judge.
Your bond is set at $3,500. And what type of attorney would you wish, sir?
Court appointed, sir.
That sounds amazing. Oh, it detects the drugs in your system. What used am I getting an implant? I thought it was like the one that Carol was just talking about here. Either way, that dude needs it. This judge, I'm going to say this about him. He's very
Any
animated.
questions, sir?
So
Yeah.
I assume I didn't make PR bond right.
No, sir. I guess your probationary status is such that it prohibits you from making a personal bond.
Yeah, he's the judge.
But
Okay.
you can still make bail. You can hire a bail bondsman for $350, or you can call to attorney.
No,
Or
it's fine, it's fine. I
You
just
can
had a
call
question. I
me.
assumed because I didn't hear about it, so no, it's fine.
cut my
So pretty
grass
much-
for the
pretty much
next
I'm
6
gonna deal
months.
with this and then deal with the MTR.
That's right.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Look,
They're
All right,
afraid
thank
of
you.
diseases. They've all got cold sores. They don't want no one to see them. I
Right.
guess that's it. Over here, we bring anybody else in there, big boy? Nope, I'm guessing not. That's why we're going to jump over here to the illustrious
I'm either
one.
going to set the order aside Afternoon.
Address whether or not
I'm District
the
Judge
objection
Herman Marable
be
from
sustained,
67th District
or-
Court here in Flint.
I will reassign it to Judge Gwen. I mean, those are pretty much my choices.
Okay, so are you writing your note or you're asking me to write it?
So I'm
I
ready.
like that answer, Carol, though. I like it. And I don't think they implant like scrams, right?
We got.
I mean, are we implanting stuff to like blow them up?
Back with you guys on that.
Okay. All right.
And I got a feeling that this isn't going to be the first one like this. I just got that feeling.
I got a feeling.
Like somebody did slick to me.
Well, I don't know if it was slick.
Because
I'm just, well, I don't think it was slick, but what I'm gonna say is this.
It wasn't done properly.
You know,
like that.
Well.
Because we didn't even get a notice or anything that this court, they was going to do this to renew this judgment, nothing. It just popped up in our mailbox. We weren't even aware of this. We thinking that we go to court.
But wait a minute. We had the hearing back in April about renewing the judgment. Remember?
What he means is the order that it was entered.
Oh, yeah.
They took all this off Judge Marable's docket, spread them out between other judges.
Right.
The orders went out. We did not control that.
No, I know, definitely not. But
But
what
the
I'm saying
defendants
is,
don't know that's how it happened.
well, but there should have been an order of reassignment sent out.
That's what I'm
to
saying.
The parties.
That's what I'm talking about.
Parties that had a pending case. There should have been a.
Is that guy
if
sucking his
there was a
finger?
Reassignment order. And maybe there was, I think there was. It needed to be sent to the parties, that's all. If nothing
That guy's
else.
sucking his finger, y'all.
So I gotta look into it. That's all I can tell you.
All right.
And to answer
All
your
right.
question, I'm gonna say
Believe me, I'll be
Nav-
asking questions.
Naviat.
I know you will.
Naviot.
So will I.
Naviot. Francis. Naviot.
So
All right.
Nailed it.
See you November the 4th at 10 a.m.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
all right, thank you.
All right, TNT Financial versus Shamari Shanice Daly and Cornelius
TNT
Maurice
Financial.
Miller.
No,
Well,
Jack,
have
Francis, on
fun,
behalf of
YouTube
Plaintiff's
junkie.
Attorney of Record.
Boy, your connection got really bad.
No, it's someone on a phone that I don't have identified that I let back in.
All right, is Shamari Daly or Cornelius Maurice Miller here?
No one by those names. is
Going
identified,
once?
Your Honor, but there's someone on a phone that ends with the number 3903.
Going twice?
Who's on 3903? Who's on that telephone number?
Who's there?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, who is
Hello?
that?
My name is Maria
Don't say hello.
Radvensky.
Tell me your name. Tell me your
Maria
name.
Radvensky. Maria Radvensky.
Maria Romansky.
Got it. She's a plaintiff at
all over her.
11:15, so.
Okay, all right, we haven't got to your case yet,
We
ma'am.
need her to mute on her end because that's where that noise was coming.
Ma'am, mute your phone because we're getting a bunch of background noise,
That could be me, Judge. I'm sorry.
okay?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Put your phone on mute because we are hearing background noises coming from your space.
Okay, let me go into a room where it's more secure. They're coming. I am at work right now.
I'm on an unsecured
Let
line.
me go
Let me
to
call you back.
a room that is not so much noise. Just maybe a minute or two.
It's like
Okay, that's fine.
TNT.
Now let me go
Okay,
to
I'm-
TNT versus Daly and Miller. Who's here on this?
Now, Jack Francis, on behalf of Plaintiff's Attorney of Record, Your Honor.
All right, this is your motion to set aside a dismissal. Why are you entitled to set aside a dismissal? Why to get dismissed?
And he hates
It
people.
was a conditional dismissal for defendant to make payments, Your Honor. And defendant has stopped making payments, so the conditional dismissal states that if they do stop making payments, you would be entitled to a judgment being entered And so that's what we're asking for.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I mean, he is literally just laying a sucking on that finger, man. I'm telling you.
Case is reinstated.
Either he just quit smoking or he's just maybe addicted to sucking on something all the time. I don't know.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Is it possible to have a sucking addiction? Addiction,
The
excuse
case is
me, as an
reinstated.
adult?
Plaintiff to motion case
It's a bite-sized
for
Cobra vids.
entry
Love your stuff,
of
brother. Keep it
fault
coming. Good to see you.
after 21 days. And this needs to be done
Okay.
on a 7-day order.
Let me see if I can.
Okay?
Seems like we're seeing a bunch of
Submit order under the 7-day, Your Honor.
Yes.
just people not paying their bills over here. Let's jump.
TNT
from
Financial versus
TNT.
Torrouse Lamont Johnson. Case C21G3474GC. Who's here on this?
Najat Francis on behalf of plaintiff's attorney.
Najat Francis. Najat is her
Where
name.
is Torrouse Lamont Johnson?
Not appearing.
Well, on August the 12th of this year, plaintiff was here. We reached him on the telephone, adjourned it so he could be here on Zoom. This was his motion
I think he's sucking it.
for installment payments. They were objecting. Why were the plaintiffs objecting?
Because, Judge, we were receiving, because he works for GM and $30 a month is not reasonable amount based on his
All right,
wages.
we're gonna jump.
He told me all the things that I needed to do, so I haven't gotten that yet.
Okay, all right. Based on your representations to the court, I am gonna impose only a probation fee of $60 and a conviction fee of $43. So that is only a $93 total, and you have 60 days to set that up on a time payment on our website. All
Okay.
right?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
gonna take two years of jurisdiction.
I love her
through
outfit
September
and
16th of
babushka combo.
2024. Your sentence is suspended on the following conditions: no criminal law offenses, no driving without ignition interlock if it's required by the Department of Licensing, no frequenting bars or taverns except for employment, no driving without license and
No
insurance,
slutting
consumption
around,
of alcohol,
stay
marijuana,
home.
or non-prescription drugs, and no refusal of a UA or BAC when requested. All right, I'm going to put you on monitored probation. They're going to monitor the fact that you get a
I think she
substance
got
abuse
it back.
disorder
Everything I heard,
assessment,
she got it
and
back.
you do a victim impact panel. And one of the recommendations at a minimum is that you do the ADIS class from your substance abuse assessment. All right, so that's 3 things that you need to do: get the assessment, follow the recommended treatment, and do the victim impact panel.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in a position to get those 3 things done by the end of the year, or do you need more time?
Are those pajamas she's wearing?
Maybe a little bit more time just through because of like Christmas right there in December.
I got a
Maybe
lot of
through
gifts to buy,
The
Judge.
holidays, I'm willing to give you till January 31st.
Got a lot of gifts.
Can you get it all
Perfect.
done by January 31st?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you've got till January 31 of 2023 to get proof of all of those things. So it doesn't mean to make your appointments. It means to complete it and get the paperwork and get that to your attorney before the 31st, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any questions about your sentence?
Completely correct.
Awesome. Have a great day. Have a good weekend. You can get copies of this paperwork and the orders from the court on our website or from your attorney, okay?
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thanks for your patience this morning.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, have a good day.
You too.
I'm not saying anything about nobody about
Moon, and I
nothing.
saw Mr. Hayes.
McDonald's. Oh,
Mr. Hayes is on our 10:30 docket with Miss Simmons.
get
I don't
one
know.
of
She's still on
those
Zoom.
pumpkin cream pies. Do yourself a favor and get the pumpkin cream pie.
Hayes is number 1 on the 10:30, and
I
also
mean, it is
see number
fantastic.
5, Haley Stotts is signing on.
Get it.
Defense is prepared with stocks.
You'll
Oh,
know
great.
if you've never had a cream pie
Mr.
before.
Hayes, we're
It's
still
worth it.
waiting for Miss Simmons to come on the Zoom platform. So if you want, you can turn your camera off or put yourself on mute. We're gonna call Miss Stotts. Haley, you can take yourself off of mute and turn your camera on.
Was he in a bad accident? I don't want to say anything.
Hello, Your
bad.
Honor.
Well, hello
Good
there.
morning.
Good morning.
All right, you're here with your attorney, Mr. Schuyler, who's in the courtroom. Go ahead, Mr. Schuyler.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe the state would make a motion in this case to amend this charge to a reckless driving.
That is correct, Your Honor. The state is moving to amend a reckless driving.
All right, I will accept that amendment. So Ms. Stotts, before me, I have 1 charge of reckless driving. Is the intent to plead guilty today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ragu Monkey, good to see you, my friend.
Mr.
We're
Farrow, did you send
gonna
us
be watching
the-
one of your
did
videos
you review and
today.
send us the plea?
I did. I put it in the judge folder.
No problem. We're just
under
waiting.
the 1030 tab. Your Honor.
Oh,
The cream
try
pit.
this again.
That sounds
All right, I
sounds
see it.
dirty.
Okay, don't forget your plea. Well,
Oh,
I'm looking
pie.
at the plea.
Pie. That's better.
The plea is to reckless driving. Okay, so we're good to go with this. Let me make sure this is.
Sorry we had to interrupt your day, criminal, but got
Oh,
things
no,
to
it is
do.
in 10 right, and this is on 10:30. Okay. All right, I have before me, Ms. Stotts, a plea of guilty
She's got a fan
to
in the
1
window.
count of reckless driving. It carries a maximum penalty of 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. Is it your intent today to plead guilty to that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was it reckless
All right,
driving or
and you're
just
20
bad
years old and
driving?
you've gone through the 12th grade, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, if I accept your plea today, you're giving up the following rights: the right to trial, right to remain silent, right to hear and question witnesses, right to testify, the presumption of innocence, and the right to appeal. You understand that you're not having a trial in this matter?
Yes, I understand. Your
All right, and there is a recommendation being made to me, and I don't have to follow that recommendation. I can sentence you anywhere up to the maximum. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. The charge of reckless driving does result in a suspension or revocation of your driver's license for 30 days. You're aware of that?
Yes, Your
And your statement is on or about January 24th,
Raymond's gonna fall
2021 in
over,
Thurston
guys.
County, Washington. I operated a motor vehicle with willful and wanton disregard for the safety of others' property. Is that an accurate statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept that statement as a factual basis for the plea. I will find that the plea is being made knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily after advice of counsel. And go ahead and sign your plea form.
Yeah, he's gonna fall asleep and fall over. There he goes.
All right, with regard to sentence, anything other than what's on the plea form, Mr. Farrow?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Schuyler?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Stotts and I have spoken numerous times. I believe she's going to be successful on her probation. She's already completed all of her affirmatives in this case. I just asked the court to inquire into her financial ability to pay any discretionary fines or fees.
Well,
and
obviously
asked
she
the
has a
court to
fan in
adopt
the
the
window,
recommendation.
so let's not.
All right, Ms. Stotts, are you working?
She's got fan
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
fan in the window money.
And are you paying rent or mortgage? And if you are, how much money do you have at the end of the month after you pay all your bills?
I'm not paying any rent or mortgage. I'm just paying my phone bill and my car insurance as of right now. But after all of my bills at the end of the month, I typically have around 300 to 500 wiggle room.
Okay. All right. Have you gotten your alcohol drug assessment yet?
Yes.
Okay. And have you done your victim impact panel yet?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna only impose the $43 conviction fee. It doesn't appear that we will be monitoring her on probation. Other conditions of your suspended sentence: no criminal law violations,
If
no
so,
driving without ignition interlock per the
hope she
Department of
shouts it out.
Licensing, no frequenting bars or taverns except for employment, no driving without valid license and insurance, no consumption of alcohol, marijuana, or non-prescription drugs, no refusal of a BAC or a UA if requested. You did your victims impact panel, your substance abuse assessment.
Good to see you,
and
Nate.
what did it recommend for treatment?
I wasn't recommending treatment other than just completing those classes.
Okay, did they recommend the alcohol drug information school class?
Yes.
Okay, and did you complete that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I hope Raymond makes it to his case because he keeps falling
Have proof
asleep.
of
He's having a hard
Okay.
time.
I just filed it. It should be in your inbox now.
Raymond P.S. Hayes.
It's coming. It's in the cloud.
It's in the cloud. Oh, Dick
I'm just
Harris.
looking for your paperwork.
How
Hold
are
on
you
one
today,
second.
sir?
But Teresa, I have a question. When
Hopefully
it is
everything's
completed,
good.
I
Everybody's
still put it
excited for
on
the
here.
weekend.
And then do you just not put a date in there? Or
Deborah.
do you still? I usually do. That it was filed. Okay.
She sent me you sent me a video. Okay. I thought you said she sent me a video. I was like, oh God, I could only imagine what that is. Sleepwalking, you say? I need to see this. I've never seen someone actually
Oh.
sleepwalk.
I see.
Oh God, yeah. They come at these people hard most of the
Put her on
time,
monitoring
real
probation
hard.
then.
Female judges are
Is
way
that the best way to have
stiffer
her
than
to
the
make sure that
male
they-
counterparts.
She gets it there.
I hope Raymond just works the night shift somewhere because
All right,
he's
so
having
we
a
have,
time.
Ms. Stotts, we have proof of your treatment and your assessment. It looks like pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right, so Northwest Resources, we have your assessment and we have pictures of your certificates of completion.
Pretty
So I'm not
sleepy,
gonna put
yes.
you on probation. I did indicate that those things need to be filed with the court by 12/31/2022. But it looks like it is all completed. So the only thing that you need to do is set up, your pay or set up time payments on the $43.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can do that on our website, all right?
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You can get a copy of
She
these
seems like
court
a really
orders
nice
from your
girl. I
attorney,
mean-
Mr. Schuyler, or you can get them off of our website.
Okay, thank you very much.
They won't be on there for a few days.
Okay.
All right. So I've signed off on your judgment and sentence. You are free to go. Thank you for coming to court today. Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. As well.
Thank you.
Oh, Haley, a real sweetheart there. Glad she's
Ms.
getting
Simmons?
things taken care of. Can we get Raymond squared away? Because I need to know what he did. I got to know now. And for all the Creed fans out there, don't worry, Creed will be with us for we got to
Did we do
chase
Miss Woods, Catherine Woods, at number 10 on the 9:30?
live
We have
from
not done
a
that yet,
storage unit. So make sure you're
Yeah.
there for that. It's bound to be a doozy.
Okay, so we need Miss Simmons.
Florida
for that.
Friday.
If-
It's gonna be fun. A lot of fun.
Right. Oh, that's the one we were gonna come back to, right? Okay,
Whoa.
Well, can I just ask the court to
What?
see if anybody's on Zoom named Garrett Morrow or Stephen Rockowski? They're on the 10 o'clock calendar.
see anyone. Is Garrett, Stephen Rajowski or Garrett Morrow on Zoom? Nope. I see Miss Colada is on Zoom.
Good morning, Your Honor. Then, Your Honor, this morning, may I be excused?
Yes, thank you. Have a great weekend.
You as well.
Thank
Well,
you.
the
Yes, Your
goth
Honor.
goth girl is here.
I was hoping to be able to call Ms. Debbie Percy's case. It is number 2 on the 10:30 calendar.
All right, this is cause number 1A0182349. This is on for confirmation of trial on a DUI on Miss Piercy.
Yes, Your Honor, and I'm waiving Miss Percy's appearance. She and I are in regular communication. We talked yesterday, we texted this morning. I'm asking to just continue her trial confirmation 1 week. I'm not in a position to confirm for trial today, but I hope to be by next week.
All right. Does the state have any objections?
Is her
to that?
hair real, by the way?
All right, we can do that. Reset.
I mean, it's so perfect. I mean, look at the way it's pulled to the
Do you
front,
have,
parted in the
can I
middle.
confirm with you her address, 9804233?
Let me get to that screen, Your Honor. I don't have that up right in front of me. Pardon me.
No, it's fine. What did you say, Teresa?
So is she planning on coming and she's just not here yet? Or?
No, she's waiving her presence. She's saying, my client's not coming, but I will tell her when the court dates are. And
Her
she's
hair doesn't look
saying
real.
She has good contact with her and talked to her yesterday.
Yeah, it's like a helmet she put on.
Her client. Okay.
And she's wearing all black. I mean, she's got a look she's going for. Poor
That's my
Raymond over
understanding.
here is
We're
having a
resetting
time.
confirmation 1 week. And
My man
leaving,
wants
are
to
the trial
sleep.
dates already set? Okay.
He needs to rest.
And Your Honor, I have an address for Miss Percy that's in Bonnie Lake, if that's what the court has.
Yes.
Okay.
I can record.
And I can also confirm the last 4 of her cell phone are 9012.
Let's check that.
I mean, that hair is perfect, man. I mean, perfect. I mean, the judge looks like she just woke up. And this lady's hair is perfect.
All right, so she will get a text message. We will reset this 1 week. You will notify her of her next week's court date. Trial will remain the same. And she most likely got, if trial's set, she was sent notice of the trial dates as well.
I mean, she's dressed like a...
She was, yeah. Back on July 14th, notice was issued for all of these dates.
A black I mean, all she has
All
is a
right, that's what we're gonna
face.
do, Ms. Collada.
Great, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Is she a
Debbie
cyborg?
Percy, thank
Is her
you.
face going to come off in a second? Freshly dyed. Okay, well.
Ms. Collada, do you also have Shane Nelson on for an 11 o'clock change of plea?
Yes, Your Honor, and I
that.
expect him to be present today. He just hasn't logged on yet.
You're the only
And do
person I
you
know who
expect
can
that to go
threaten the
forward
judge
today?
and get
I
it
do, Your Honor.
dismissed.
I did forward paperwork to Madam Clerk and the prosecutor. I'm just about to forward some additional information as well.
Let's
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you.
a round of applause for our good friend
I think
Monkey.
Ms. Simmons,
Congrats, my friend.
So Mr. Hayes, we're still waiting on your attorney, Ms. Simmons. Have you talked to her recently?
Not recently, no.
Oh, hell.
Okay.
She could be dead.
I think we can do the 2 10 o'clock matters that didn't show up, Mr. Morrow and Mr. Rajowski. Because those were Mr. Schuyler's and he said he had nothing to add.
I mean, it was beautiful.
All right,
Head of
so
hair.
Garrett Morrow, 1A00424469, set for confirmation of trial.
Well, Raymond's attorney isn't showing up. So I say we bolt.
He's on our 10 o'clock.
I hate to do that to him, but I mean, we're leaving.
As far as work, my understanding is that he has been acting as a barber for the past several years. He
Yes.
does have an associate's degree as well as
Exactly.
his barber's license. I know he has several children who reside in Georgia that he is also financially responsible for and whose lives he is involved with. It's my understanding that he was also previously serving as a member of the Air Force for roughly 6 years, where during that time he's operated as both a member of the military police and also participated in Option Iraqi Freedom. And it's my understanding that he was discharged honorably from that role. Judge, to my knowledge, he has no prior felonies on his criminal history. So we think that a $2.5 thousand bond is appropriate based off of his lack of history, his ties to the community, as well as
2.5.
his
Is that
service record.
terminology we use for thousands? I thought it was like for millions we would use the 2.5.
All right, I think based on all of those factors and the facts and circumstances of his arrest, I do think that that is an appropriate resolution at this time. So, Mr. Tupnall, I will set your bond at $500 per charge for a total of $2,500. And just keep in touch with your attorney, and if you change your address, please make sure you change it with the district attorney's
Ladies and gentlemen,
office so
Fred
that you don't miss
Franklin.
any court dates. And do you wish to reserve his right to his probable cause hearing in an abundance of caution?
Yes, Judge.
No.
An abundance of caution. Well, we're waiting.
Right, and then I think the next position, Mr. Ward, is also a consent.
Well, he don't have one of the outfits on. He's in the street clothes still. Get my man an outfit. Send him up in here before the
All right,
judge,
good
just like
afternoon,
that.
Mr. Ward, just getting you here in my computer. All right, so you are here on case number 22-077969, charging you with possession of a Schedule II controlled substance and possession of less than an ounce of marijuana. Your attorney in the state has reached an agreement in your case. I'm going to hear from your attorney about your ties to the community to see if I agree with that resolution.
Get those ties to the community out there.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Ward is 29 years old. He has been in Georgia for roughly his entire life. He resides at an address in Lithonia with his girlfriend, the mother of his girlfriend, as well as his son. It's my understanding that his girlfriend is actually currently pregnant. And when I spoke with him, one of his primary concerns is I know
And
she's
that
had
it's
to
not
report to the
his. That's
hospital
one of his
recently
biggest
due to
concerns.
complications with the pregnancy. So his primary concern right now is just getting out of custody to make sure that he's helping to take care of her. I know that for the past several months, he's been working for a moving company based out of Atlanta. That's how he's been keeping himself employed and busy. Judge, I think a
Busy.
significant part of
Real quick, there's a great story out right now about a couple that was moving. They had the U-Haul loaded up with all of their belongings. They went to a hotel, parked it in the parking lot. U-Haul came and took the U-Haul thinking it was abandoned and threw away all of the people's belongings out of the truck. Think about that.
why the state was willing to consent to a UJR in the situation is that based off of the amounts that are alleged in this case, this could possibly fall within their backlog policy. And I think based off of that, a UJR would be appropriate in this case.
Well, I have some significant concerns based on his criminal history and his pending charges from last month. He's on bond for
Ruh-roh.
a misdemeanor pot charge, a Schedule I controlled substance, another one, a possession of a firearm, an obstruction, and a criminal damage to property. That does not say UJR to me at all. So I am going to set bond on the possession of a Schedule II controlled substance at $2,000.
Exactly.
And on the marijuana less than an ounce at $500 for a total bond of $2,500. And I will reserve his right to his probable cause hearing, of course.
Sorry to hear that, Gary.
Gary!
Kay, what is Judge Alex doing over there? I've got her pulled up on the other screen, but it doesn't say
Okay, I
what she's
think that's all
what
the
kind of cases is
consensus.
she
Is that
hearing?
correct, or has anybody continued their conversations while I've been doing this?
That's all I have, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, then, let's go ahead and start from the top of the calendar. Do the deputies have anybody they need me to take?
No, Judge Taylor.
All right, thank you. Forgot to ask at the beginning of the calendar. All right, so the first person then will be Mr. Garcia, position number 2.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Garcia. You are charged in case number BH 22
Protection orders?
004515
Oh, that's where we're going
with
then.
1 count of aggravated assault. Your attorney's gone over the charge with you. I'm going to hear from him and the state about their positions on your bond.
Yes, thank you, Judge.
Okay, let's come out of this.
What the hell? Sorry about that. I don't know why I did that. That was weird.
Your Honor, can you hear me?
Holla if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, Your Honor, can the court see the screen with the police report?
No, all we could see were thumbnails, and it had your clients, some other clients' names on there. So I stopped that share so you could share the screen that actually has the police report.
Okay.
TPOs. Gotcha.
Can you see that now, Your Honor?
Can see it now.
Okay. Mr. Brown, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Brown, do you recognize
I don't
this
mean
report?
to derail court,
Yes,
but
sir.
I wanted you to
And
see
what
how
is this
busy
report?
it
You
is
tell the
here.
court.
That
you're
is
at
the
Sonic.
report from the following.
Beautiful Sonic.
Yes.
How in the world did you afford Sonic money?
I'm at
Are you holding out
Buc-ee's.
on me or what?
I'm at Buc-ee's and I've lost Roger already, who
Oh.
went and got gas.
Oh no, you're there with Roger?
Yeah, he's gonna give me a ride over to get the U-Haul, so
Well,
just
don't
stop
let
by
him-
to see him. But I just wanted to show you very quick, just exactly how busy it is. And I haven't been here since we were here for the opening. This is insane. I want to show you.
Looks pretty busy.
Oh, it's insane. They were just backed up waiting. Look at all of these, the double. I mean, everything's full. I want to
100
walk
gas
out so you can.
pumps.
It's just insane, man. I didn't expect it to be this busy. I had to park way. Oh, by the way, I don't even know what the gas. I saw gas prices for $2.99 on the way.
Yeah, it's under $2 here. I mean, under $2, under $3.
A little pricey. Anyways,
that-
we'll
Beaver fuel.
walk down this way real quick. But look at this. Can you see this parking? It's all the way out to the road and all the way around.
My
How's court going, by the way? Did I miss anything good?
We're getting into some protective order stuff here right now. Just got over to that. We've seen a couple of doozies already. It's been fun so far. Jumping
All right.
around a lot.
I found Roger's car, but I haven't found him.
Was that the RV that just went by? Was that Roger's ride?
Anyways, I just wanted to see, give you an idea of how busy it is. It's incredibly busy. I mean, I dare say it's just about as damn busy as it was the day we were here.
Well, it looks it, if not more.
People doing selfies in front of.
Hey, girl. Yeah, Creed the Lech.
These guys just did a selfie. Anyways, I won't disrupt any more court. I just wanted to show you what a zoo this place still is.
Well, have fun
It's
at the
just
zoo.
Insane. Yeah, I'm going to get food. I don't know what I'm going to get for lunch, but told Roger I'll buy him some lunch.
Well, enjoy yourself, and we'll see you at 4:05.
Florida Friday. See you then.
All right, Credence, everybody making a special guest appearance with us. Let me fix this because that definitely is not going to work. Here we go. Back to some protective order stuff.
I can see your clients' names, and I know you don't want that.
Why am I?
This guy not able to figure out how to use a computer? Is that where we're at with this dude?
Does the court, because I sent a copy up to the court, Your Honor. Does the court have a copy?
I don't know that I have, but if he hasn't seen it, it won't do a whole bunch of good to send me a copy. So just keep going. You just have to highlight the document that you have open, because what you highlighted is that screen. So I see, your documents, all your thumbnails, your clients' names, and I know
Okay.
you want to share that. There you go. Now I see it says my history.
Okay. Mr. Brown, you can see
By
this
the way,
document?
real quick,
Sir. And could you tell the
Chris Cross has gotten themselves in trouble. Chris Cross will make you jump.
About a week, roughly a week after my initial visit to the emergency room, where they looked at my x-rays and confirmed that
You don't got to tell. Hey, don't tell me I can read.
Okay.
So,
Damn.
Mr. Brown, this document, you haven't altered it in any way that you were given from the hospital, correct?
No, sir.
And it actually reflects the prognosis or the diagnosis of your visit?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, we ask that the document be tendered as petitioner's exhibit number 2.
Any objections? Any objections, sir? Mr. Anderson?
It's getting so spicy already,
Yeah.
man.
No.
All right, it's admitted. Go ahead.
Okay, so Mr. Brown, so did you sustain any other injuries in the car while you were defending yourself?
Just scrapes, scratches, and the busted lip. More so, I had scrapes on my toes. I got scrapes on my legs, scrapes on my arms, busted lip. That's it.
Wow, that's it?
You,
Sounds like enough.
as a result of these injuries and going to the hospital, have you gotten any expenses incurred as a result of these injuries?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
And presently, what do you think those
She don't
injuries
play
amount about right now, the treatment you've received so far?
Yeah, looking at roughly about $3,400.
Okay. Now, while you were waiting to come on the platform, did you receive? You have a TPO right now in place that's no contact by Mr. Anderson, correct?
Yes, sir.
And could you tell the court while you were waiting what happened?
While I've been on this Zoom call, Mr. Anderson just texted me randomly saying Cartagena, which is, I'm assuming, referring to Colombia, a trip that we took back in February, but I don't understand.
Stop. Mr. Anderson, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That while you're in hearing for a TPO, you texted?
That was not intentional at all. At all. I was going through text messages, looking for evidence for things that he was saying. That was not intentional at all. At all.
So, hold on. So you're going through evidence. You're going through evidence. You type a word in and you hit send.
I typed in Cartagena because that's the time where we started talking, where we started our relationship, not December. And I was going to submit that into evidence. That's the only reason. And I did not, because I did not contact him. I don't have no desire to contact him.
In trouble.
That was not intentional at all. At all. That was really not.
Go ahead, Mr. Parker.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, Mr. Brown.
Wow.
What is your profession? What do you do for a living?
I am a bartender.
And because of the injuries, how has it affected your ability to make a living?
I have had to cancel several gigs, including the holiday weekend, Labor Day, which was just 2 weeks ago, which tends to be a very lucrative weekend for me. I'm kind of, I guess you could say, almost like a staple in Atlanta nightlife. I've been bartending for 13 years. And yeah, I've had to cancel probably about 6 to 7 gigs in the last month or so dealing with this on.
Are you fearful of Mr. Anderson?
I don't know what he's capable of. So yes, the night in question, I would have never expected him to become physical or as aggressive as he did, even verbally as aggressive as he did. So I don't trust him. I don't know what he's capable of.
Is Derek
on the date that you were in your car, the attack was unprovoked?
Absolutely. He came to my car. He came and got in my car, verbally assaulted me, and then physically assaulted me when I was trying to leave after we had already had a verbal disagreement. So I mean, he pursued me.
And what would you describe your actions in the car as a result of him getting in your car?
I listened until I had to actually physically defend myself.
I like it though, Casper. I like her energy.
Okay. I have no further questions for the witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Anderson, do you have any questions?
For
Mr. Brown?
For Mr. Brown. Yes, you said you talked to Preston. Preston is actually on the Zoom call.
No.
As
Okay.
a witness.
Is there somebody? Nope. Preston, Where's Preston? Preston's out of here. Preston's been listening. Preston doesn't get to be a witness.
Oh, shit.
So ask him a question.
Have we ever had a
Yes, they were.
altercation in the past that was out of hand ever?
Aside from verbal,
Mr. Brown and Mr.
trying to
Anderson
communicate with you
are
and
former
you
lovers.
just kind of showed that that was not your strong suit. No, we've never had a physical altercation or anything like that.
Have I ever verbally assaulted you?
Not until that night. No.
Were we in an exclusive relationship?
Yes, I was under the impression that we were.
I never made that.
All right, I don't care about that. This is
I'm
about
about to object,
violence.
Your Honor.
This is about violence, not
What
about
make
cheating.
you, okay, what make you feel that I would hurt you or do anything to you if after this altercation in which you hit me and I defended myself, but what make you think that I would do anything to you or would want to do anything to you?
I don't trust you. I don't know what you're capable of. The fact that you assaulted me that night, it showed a different side of you that I had never seen. Had I known that you were physical or, had violent notions, we wouldn't have made it that far. You know what I mean?
Let's stop. Let's take a pause. No, stop. Take a pause. Ms. Gonzalez, Ms. Goodgame, have you had a chance to speak with both your clients?
Yes, my client just had a couple of questions for clarification, but I did let her know what the court is inclined to order.
All right, and what was her question?
Okay, so regarding the requirements that we requested that Mr. Stevens complete, would Your Honor be inclined to order that he complete those requirements by November 7th, so we can kind of treat that as a compliance date, so we'll have as much information as possible, as far as anger management evaluations and any recommended therapies.
This is a
or
crazy one
anything
already.
that
I
is
love it.
coming from that evaluation.
Ms. Goodgame, anything? I mean, if he can get into, I can't make somebody make it available, but
You said her
Your Honor,
name
I
is
guess my
Goodgame?
understanding was he would be in contact with DFACS, and if they order those things or need that, then we put into place.
Drew, let's see what defects. You know what? Let's see what Ms. DeSwanee says too.
Yeah.
Let's see what Ms. DeSwanee, and she'll get in touch pretty quickly. I just emailed her the pleading. She's going to send me an order. I will sign it, get it e-filed. Both your clients know there's going to be a questionnaire. Get it to her. Now, she's doing what I like to call down and dirty. That means she doesn't want to talk to your rabbi, your pastor, your next door neighbor. She wants to talk to the two of you, the child, possibly the okay, Mr. Watson, that's fine. Possibly the two of you and the child, and maybe the therapist. If she talks to the therapist, this therapist is not going to be brought in to testify, okay? Because I don't want to destroy any sort of, relationship that the child has with the therapist. So you have to sign whatever she will need you to sign. And we've got that November the 7th at 9:30.
Apologies, Your Honor, I have two more questions.
Okay.
Would Your Honor be inclined to make it a requirement that the child remain in state during father's parenting time? And as far as the supervisors, I know you said that dad would be able to pick an alternate supervisor if grandmother wasn't available. Apparently in the party's parenting plan on page 2, it states that all major decisions affecting the child, including caretakers, mom has final decision-making if there's not an agreement by the parties. I know this is a little bit of a different situation, but would Your Honor be inclined to state that if grandma is not supervising parenting time, that the parties will have to agree on an alternate?
Well, I think that's them communicating more than they need to. Who is it, Mom, that it's a responsible adult if you say abuse is happening that's going to let him allegedly stand there and watch him allegedly abuse his child?
Are you asking me which person would allow that to happen?
Which grown-up that you know that he knows would stand there and let him allegedly abuse the child?
His friends or parents?
His friends or parents are going to let him abuse this child, a child.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Are his parents and friends demons?
So then why haven't you called the police on his friends and his parents?
Why wouldn't I call the police on them?
Yeah, why wouldn't you? If they stand there and just watch their son abuse children, well, I mean,
Yes, I will call them. I will call the police.
okay, stand up. His friends and parents are going to let him slap, bruise, knock around this child.
His mother has been present in the home when he has had parenting time and said that she has.
But stop, isn't his mother the one you called that went over there?
I did not call her. She was already going over there. And when she went over there, I was talking to DFACS. I was talking to the counselor. You
know what? Time out.
Okay.
Unless somebody has a conviction of some sort of violence, simple battery, aggravated assault, family violence, anything like that, they can't keep the child. If they've got a DUI and they have to blow into an ignition lock, they can't drive them around. We're going to do a little common sense in here. Okay? Because you're never going to agree on who's going to be able to do it. You're not going to supervise it. Your parents aren't going to supervise it. All right? So I can't imagine, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So they'll do that. And sir, what you're going to do is if somebody can't stay, you're going to have to let them know who's going to stay. You can't find anybody to be there. Can't stay overnight. Let Mr. Swanee get to the bottom of whatever's going on. And like I said, we're going to keep this therapist out of court. So this child has this relationship with this therapist and everybody else. Okay. Then find out what happens with DFACS. I'll share the DFACS records with Mr. Swanee. As soon as I get them, Ms. Gonzalez, whoever's got the order, you got my email. Email it to me.
It was weird though,
so that I can.
We paused the other
so that I
case
can sign
for
it.
this.
And he's usually really good at getting them to me quickly. So as soon as he does, I'll get them to Mr. Swanee. And I think Mr. Swanee may be on a little bit of a vacation, but she will obviously let you both know. Hopefully, y'all have her email address, something. So Ms. Gonzalez, you do. So you copy Ms. Good Game, so she'll have it. And y'all can chat and see what's going on.
Her name is
But there you
Good
go. What's the
Game.
next question, Ms. Gonzalez?
That is it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
sir.
All right. Now, it's got to be an adult. They can't have some sort of violent criminal history.
It's got to be one
Armed
of the
robbery,
two shows.
carjacking, murder. They don't get to stay there. And Mr. Stevens, if you got a new girlfriend, she ain't supervising. Okay? All right, everybody. We will send you both that. I'm sure Mr. Swanee will get you all the questionnaire. Miss Free will get you the new reset notice. It may come later today. You may get it Monday because that's it. I think you see Miss Free. She's getting up, running to the window, doing all that. So she's trying to do everything at one time.
And just to confirm, Your Honor, my client and his mother or another responsible adult that he lets Ms. Stevens know by 4 p.m. can pick up the child at 5 per usual.
Right. Right. You guys need them to do it through
Miss
our
Stevens was kind
Y'all
of
both
cute.
sign up for Our Family Wizard so that Mr. Swanee can see the email. So we make sure there's nothing being said in the email that's not there. Give Mr. Swanee access to that between Ms. Good Game, you and Ms. Gonzalez. Just shoot me that in the order. And heaven help something happen. For instance, he falls, he breaks his arm or whatever because he's playing. Then do this. That's an exception where if, he happened to have an accident and he broke his arm or did whatever, and he's at the doctor and Ms. Stevens takes him there. I'm not going to.
All right, so real quick, guys. I never seen a judge. We were in the middle of the one case. I understand that she'd sent these people to a breakout room. And when they came back, we interrupted the flow of the other case to jump back to this. Why didn't we finish things with the other case first? That's the only complaint I got about Judge Alex so far. I mean, I like a good animated judge. It makes for good viewing, but it is kind of strange that we cut out of that case and jumped right back into this one. And I'm sure here in a second, we're going to jump back into Mr. Brown and Mr. Anderson's.
Wow. All right. Valerie Porter.
Text and let her know that your audio's not working. You'll log in.
No, her audio's working because I can hear you talking to her, whoever's there in the background with her. Ms. Porter, I can hear whoever's with you. Ms. Porter, your audio's working. Ms. Millard, you're on this case, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Call your client.
Ms. Porter. Miss Porter.
Why are we jumping to somebody else now? What's going on here?
She's taking a picture. She's taking a picture. Everybody wave. She's taking a picture of the screen.
955-116.
She's waiting.
955.
Hey, Miss
Logging
Porter.
in 2 minutes.
She can't see anything. 16647.
I'm going to put her on mute because I don't know whose phone number that she's giving out.
Shout outs.
I don't know if you have her number, Miss Millard. If you can call her and tell her we can hear her. She needs to turn up her microphone so she can hear us. Kenyatta Rose.
Am I
Kenyatta
confused
Rose.
why we didn't go back to those two
John
guys?
Flint.
Your Honor, I've been in contact with Ms. Rose today. In fact, resent her the link. So if I could have an opportunity.
Oh,
to
no,
find
she's
it.
on there. She just don't turn on her camera. Kenyatta Rose.
Oh, now I see. Sorry.
Well, it's expired, so she's going to have to refile.
Okay, Your Honor. I'll make
If
sure
you
she
want to
knows.
reach out to her. All right. Christy Villajoint.
Kay, can you
Christy
explain to me
V, I
what's
see
going
you on
on
there.
right
Turn
now?
the camera on.
Camera's on. Can you hear me okay?
Antonio Wyatt.
She needs to get laid.
Can you hear me?
All right, you're on here twice. Doesn't look Antonio Wyatt.
He's not.
He hasn't been served, ma'am. Your TPO is going to expire. Do you plan on refiling?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. You can go ahead and leave the meeting. Why don't you put your email in the chat? Latoya Goodman.
Is she getting rid of all the other
Present, Your
people?
Honor.
What's going on?
Davius Hatton. Hasn't been served. The TPO is about to expire. You plan on refiling?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. You can put your email in the chat. Once you do, you can go ahead and leave the meeting.
Okay.
Shania Hardy.
I'm here.
Ronald Bird. Has not been served, ma'am. Your TPO is going to expire. You plan on refiling?
Ma'am, I'm 18 and he is 34 years old. I can't keep going through this. He stays 3 minutes from my house.
Ma'am, Miss Hardy, Miss Hardy. Let me stop you.
No, bro,
I know,
I'm tired
no,
of
ma'am, no,
going through
ma'am. I don't go out and serve people. That is the sheriff's office.
So y'all really not gonna care till this man put a bullet in my head? Like, really? That's what it's seeming like, because y'all don't care.
Miss Hardy, I care. I'm here. Your beef is with whoever's doing service. He hasn't been served.
So y'all want me to refile for them to continue to not serve him for nothing to get done?
Miss Hardy, you need to speak with the sheriff's office. They're the people that do service. I'm not the sheriff. That would be Sheriff Labatt. I have to follow the law and it has expired. And I need to see more than your ceiling fan, ma'am.
She is a Safe Families client. Ms. Hardy, I would encourage you, if you want to refile, when you do and contact our office, talk to your advocate about alternate ways.
She's a
to help
woman.
them serve. I think there may be some resources that would be available to you.
Oh, might be time to clean that fan.
Reach out to Miss Hardy. It'd be real simple for you to refile, okay?
Can I go now?
Yes, ma'am. Miss Sandifer, yeah, when she does, just reach out and see if y'all can't get a private processor. I can't do anything. I'm not the sheriff. Camicia Davis.
Down to the ground.
Camicia Davis. Lincia Braithwaite. Failure to appear. Lateria Edwards.
Did you hear that girl say that she was 18 and the man she had the order against was 34?
Lateria Edwards.
What was she doing messing with a 34-year-old man?
Clifton Perkins.
Oh, no, that ship sailed a long time ago, Gary.
All right, Mr. Perkins, she has failed to appear. So we're going to, I see you're waving. You can't figure out how to get it off mute. We're going to dismiss this for her failure to appear. I need you to put your email in the chat to Miss Free, and we can send you a copy of the dismissal order.
Good to see you, Tom.
All right. Once you put your email in the chat, we can send you a copy of the dismissal order, but you got to put your email in the chat. Once you do that, you can leave the meeting. Okay. All right. Valerie Porter, did you correct we could hear you talking before. Can you hear me?
I have a feeling she was pretty high rank just by the way she's talking.
Miss Porter, you got to take it off mute.
Oh, it's, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep. All right. So, Miss Millard, y'all are ready? Or do you need to chat with Miss Porter and Mr. Shaw?
We can do that. I have not heard from Miss Porter.
Yes. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Stand by, everybody. Miss Porter, what's up?
Mm-hmm. I'm good. Like, I'm not, yeah, I feel good.
Well, that's good, but you were supposed to get in touch with Miss Millard and pay her.
Ooh.
I,
Ooh. Where's my money?
I didn't get a notice at all.
No. You didn't get a notice because you told me in open court you weren't paying her. I said, yes, you were.
What I said was I wanted it dismissed. If you recall, Mr. Manjanot said that he could continue. He just preferred not to.
And then you also
and then
said
his
you wanna
attorney
pay.
3 times said that.
All right. Miss Millard, did you send her stuff to contact you?
Yes, the same day that Your Honor appointed me, my paralegal sent.
I haven't been served with the order.
Well, the order was filed through the e-filing.
Is the guy
So,
next to her the
but
one she's
we
filing
I haven't
it
been served
against?
with the action that you guys are talking about.
Yeah, you were, sir, on the 17th of August. All right, I'm going to put y'all in the breakout room for a few minutes so I figure this one out. Good luck. Miss Porter, how about you not play games and communicate with Miss Millard?
That's pretty high rank.
There you go. Miss Millard, Mr. Shaw, Mr. Porter, y'all are in there. All right, go ahead, Mr. Parker. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Back to
I
the
think
case.
Mr.
Yeah, okay,
Anderson,
Mr. Anderson, you have another question. Thank you for getting back in there.
Anybody?
Got to take yourself off mute, Mr. Anderson.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes, Mr. Brown, have you ever fought an ex before?
I have.
And what did you find in my trash can 2 days before the accident, the altercation?
A condom wrapper.
How did that make you feel?
Does that really
Your
matter?
Honor, I'm going to object to that line of questioning.
Okay. Did I ever threaten you after the accident?
After the accident?
Incident on the 14th.
No.
Have you posted anything on social media in reference to me after the 14th?
Your Honor, objection. Unless you're going to put it into evidence, I'm going to object.
It's in evidence. I have it in my Dropbox. Yes.
All right, you gotta
Can you
share
post
your
it so we
screen.
can see it?
You got to share your screen and go through it like that.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what he posted.
Screen share. There we go.
Oh,
do you see it?
No, it's tiny. Make it bigger.
Go ahead and ask him questions. I need
Okay.
date, times when this was sent because this has no times, no dates.
Date, right?
The date is actually on the file itself. When I go back to Dropbox, it's on the 19th
19th
of August.
Ask him some questions.
Did you tell your family about the altercation?
Yes.
It's so
Do you know this person, Miss Kai?
Hold on a minute. Is it? No. Take this down. This is somebody that's not even here. I'm not interested in somebody that's not here.
This is his.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I
Okay.
am not interested in somebody that's not here. I am not considering it if it's not the
The
parties.
reason is he.
It doesn't matter. They're not here.
It
They're not
doesn't
here. They are
matter.
not here. This
Okay.
is hearsay. I cannot consider it.
Okay,
Move
I
on.
have something
Next
else.
question.
I have something else.
Next question.
Next
Golly.
question. Well, I have another picture in reference to that one as well.
Who's the text about between?
It's a Facebook post that he made pretty much threatening me after the accident happened.
What accident? Y'all in a car wreck?
Actually, after the altercation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Accident.
Okay.
Okay. Where is
Attorney Parker is really loving Mr. Anderson's line of questioning so far, because he's definitely putting himself in a hole and he's knocking him back out. And I like the he says accident, and she said, "Were y'all in a wreck? Did you wreck your car again?" For God's sakes, I don't think so. I don't know Judge Manning's sexual preferences, but I'm sure she's
Okay, while that's
taken.
loading, Your Honor, I have another question to Mr. Brown. Did you slap me by the pool?
Did not slap you by the pool. I grabbed.
What date are we talking about? We gotta have some dates.
That's the same day of before the argument and the altercation.
I grabbed you by the neck. Slap, I don't know if I would say, but it was what I would describe as a love tap. Yes, and you after that, you said a couple minutes later, I remember you saying, "I like it. You hurt my neck, my ear, you got my ear ringing and something, and I almost fucked you up." And I kind of rolled my eyes. I was like, it wasn't that serious because I didn't hit you that hard. Had I hit you like that, your friends would have known that it was a thing, and nobody's ever said anything about that. I wouldn't have stayed there for 3-4 hours after that if that was that big of a deal. If you would have exploded then, like you generally explode when we have conversations.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
Question.
You just said I exploded, but earlier you said I never had a big argument or a thing like that before that day. So what would make you think I would explode then if I never exploded before?
Objection, actual speculation.
And Mr. Anderson, I was so convoluted. Why did you think he was going to lose his temper, sir? Mr. Brown.
I didn't think he necessarily was going to lose his temper. I've never seen him get physical before, but I know he's not capable of communicating. That is something that's just been a weak, I mean, we've had altercations. It's conversations that went awry because whenever I speak on anything remotely.
Okay. Yeah, not the same marital counseling. Another question, Mr. Anderson.
Yes, in the police report, you said that I slapped your hand and hit you.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Anderson. The police report, that's what the police officer wrote. So how about ask him something that he just testified to?
You said that we talked after the altercation, that you called me and we talked on the phone.
Yeah.
We never talked on the phone. I ignored all of your calls since that happened.
Where, Mr. Anderson, here's a question. When did you call me after this altercation?
When did you call me after that altercation? When did I talk to you after that altercation?
We spoke that night.
I have my phone records. I could upload those as well. We did not.
He said that we spoke that night. What's a follow-up question that we spoke that night?
Did we speak verbally?
Marcus, good to see you.
Well, that's when you speak verbally. I don't understand. He said y'all spoke that night.
I can show you my call log.
Are you saying you didn't speak that night?
I did. I did not talk to him verbally that night.
Always.
He kept texting.
Okay.
He kept texting, and I stopped responding.
So you text. So y'all did communicate. Okay. Next question.
No.
15 years of law enforcement experience.
Okay, one more question. Did you tell my friend Preston when we first arrived that you was going to stab his friend?
What?
Okay, I'm gonna object. I'm gonna object that question, Your Honor.
We first arrived to the pool.
No, Mr. Anderson. There's an objection. You stop talking.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Parker.
Yeah, he's asking for another party that's not present to attest to something that he supposedly said.
He was present.
No, Mr. Anderson, he's not here now. So I'm not going to allow that question. Next question.
Were you upset when I told you that all my friends saw you in a jockstrap?
Okay, relevant.
Wait a minute.
This was the last question. This is what caused him to hit me. This is the reason why the question. This was the last thing I said to him that caused him to hit me.
I don't want to hear that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I really don't want to hear that.
But that's what caused him to hit me. I'm sorry.
I would have hit you too.
Anything else?
No.
Was you upset
Mr.
when I
Parker,
told
anything
you?
else? Mr. Shaw, Ms. Moore,
All
how'd
my
that go?
friends
Y'all came back kind of quick.
said you had
Not well.
very big balls in your
Well,
jockstrap.
There was some evidence that came up that might make this a little bit shorter, but from a human perspective, not well.
All right. Then we'll get to it in just a few. If y'all want to stand by, if y'all want to, you guys can hang out, turn your cameras off, work on other things, and I'll give you a shout when we're ready. And your client also. All right, Mr. Parker, anything else?
No questions, Your Honor. It's ready for closing.
One question, Your Honor.
No, hold on. No, you finished. Now you can tell me your side.
Okay, awesome. That's what I want to do.
Relevant though. Don't go into jock straps and anything else.
Okay, no. Okay, so me and Mr. Brown broke off our relationship a few days before the pool party. One day, a couple of days before, he found a condom wrapper in my trash can, and I admitted to it, and I told him what went on with it, and we agreed to dissolve the relationship, but we were still friends. We were still cordial. There was no reason for us to not be friends. So that's why I extended the invite to him to come to the pool party. When he got to the pool party, the first thing he told my good friend,
I don't want to hear. No.
I'm going to stab you. Okay, but going to the altercation. While we were sitting at the pool party, Mr. Brown slapped me.
Hey, Nate.
Because he didn't like a comment that I made. The slap was really hard. It had my ears ringing. Mr. Brown is a very strong
that
guy.
phone.
To him, he
Get
don't
their
think
heads
that
ringing.
he's hitting hard. But the guy is very strong. Like, it was a hard hit. I tried to brush it off. I did brush it off. Then eventually we walked to the car. We started arguing in the car. I told Mr. Brown something that he didn't like. Then he punched me in the face. He punched me in the face again. After the second punch is when I started fighting back. I had bruises on my face, a busted lip, bruise on my arm, and a bruise on the back of my leg from when he hit me when I was trying to get out the car away from him. I have those pictures as well. And I could share the screen and upload those.
Let's see them.
From the Dropbox here.
By the way, they met at a beautiful jazz club one night, and they liked this video. Make sure you like this video as well.
Here we go. All right, I'm going to share my screen if I can figure out how to do that again.
Pool party.
Here we go.
They better show some serious bruises, or I'm gonna be very upset.
It's one of the bruises that I received from Mr. Brown. That's from when he first initially started punching me in the face.
I said, stop, let me get a picture.
My lip, when he punched me in the mouth.
He's got nice teeth.
He also left a bruise on my arm that was there for about a whole 2 weeks after.
Boom.
And this is the bruise on the back of my calf from when he hit me when I was trying to get away from him.
I've seen strippers with worse bruises than that from dancing on the pole. So I'm not that impressed. Not going to lie. It's been nothing but insanity.
Wanted to contact him, tried to contact him or anything like that. Since then, he has been posting stuff on social media in reference to it, in which his family members were responding, saying they're going to drive by my house.
I don't care what his family member said.
He also posted this on social media.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It's
Relevant.
gibberish.
No foundation.
I have no idea when. There's nothing. There's no foundation for this at all. I don't know what. I have no idea what the heck you need.
The date is 8/25.
It says, "You know who you are, bitch."
And I have no idea what that, whatever's typed on there, no idea what that means.
Okay. Well, it says, I almost forgot. If you be, you know who you are.
Okay.
Who is B?
That's like saying bitch. Excuse my language, Your Honor.
Speculation.
Okay. Unless you can show something that directly connects that picture, my client, with him.
Okay.
Otherwise than that, I'm going to object to that picture.
Okay.
Sustain.
Okay.
Move on.
But I was defending myself. I had no reason to lay my hands on Mr. Brown at all. No desire to. I still have no desire to. I wish him nothing but the best. I just started my own mobile chiropractic business, and I want to focus on my own career.
I'm on Mr. Brown's side. I don't know whose side you guys are on, but go ahead and throw it into chat. Let me know who you're.
That was an unfortunate.
Who are
night,
you believing out of these two young
but
gentlemen?
I have no hatred towards him.
You have questions, Mr. Parker?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Anderson, those pictures that you showed to the court,
I hope he doesn't show anything inappropriate here in a minute.
what date or did that happen inside the car? Is that what you said, telling the court?
Yes, that happened inside the car when Mr.
Okay.
Brown started hitting me. Yes.
Okay. And did you make a police report out that night or the following day?
No, I didn't make a police report.
And did you also go to the hospital that day or the following day or any day thereafter to be treated for these so-called injuries?
I did go to be examined. One of my chiropractic friends x-rayed me and examined me the next day. But
Okay.
thankfully, all the
chiropractor?
bruises were superficial, so they didn't cause any internal damage, thankfully. But they were visible for weeks after the incident and hurt really bad.
Do you have any of that evidence that you're telling the court about so you can lay a foundation so we can have it admitted so I can examine it?
No, I don't.
No further, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Well, he put Mr. Brown in a cast. I mean,
All right, closing.
Your Honor, on 8/14, testimony from both sides, there was an incident that occurred where it appears based on the statements of Mr. Brown, Mr. Anderson was the aggressor, getting into the car of my client. And during some argument, he became the aggressor, striking Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown in turn had to defend himself from the attack. So under 16-321, self-defense should avail my client the ability to defend himself from that attack by Mr. Anderson. That being said, those injuries that Mr. Anderson is now presenting to the court were actually obtained because he was attacking someone, i.e. my client. The injuries that my client sustained fall under the statute 19 ag battery. So that's a serious injury. My client testified credibly as to what happened. He expressed his fear to the court of this individual. And we would like the court to put in play the permanent 12-month TPO that will keep Mr. Anderson away from my client, 200 yards, all the earlier conditions. In addition, the fact that Mr. Brown is a mobile bartender, and I believe based on my client's fear that he shows up at events that he works. So we ask that if he goes to an event and he sees Mr. Brown working, he is to leave their location immediately. Ask that you consider the evidence submitted regarding Mr. Brown's injuries. And also, I don't believe Mr. Anderson happenstance mistakenly sent a email. I think it's more so to try to, again, violate the terms of the TPO, the temporary one.
Mr. Anderson, you get to make a brief closing.
And based on that, Your Honor, we're also looking for that the court can direct that any medical bills based on Mr. Brown's injuries be covered by the respondent, and also any attorney's fees that Mr. Brown have to spend in order to be represented on this TPO.
You have a receipt for what he's paid out of pocket?
We have those receipts for the hospital bill that are forthcoming. He's still being treated.
All right, you can put it back on for any sort of damages since we don't have an amount total. We can put that back on for that. That'll probably be in a compliance. All right, anything, Mr. Anderson?
Yes, I was not the aggressor.
Derek is
I was the
strobing
one
again.
being assaulted. I was defending myself. Far as I know, Mr. Brown injuries were caused by him punching me, and by him being in the seatbelt, he probably hurt his own self. But I did not hit him. I was not the aggressor, and I don't know why this is why we're even here right now, because I was the one, the calm one. Mr. Brown had
He was
too much
like
to drink
Neo
that
from the
day.
Matrix. He was the
He
one.
was mixing seltzer and vodka all day long, and he was just not in control of his actions. I have no ill will towards Mr. Brown. I don't want to cause him any harm. I wish him the best moving forward. And I just want to put this one day behind us. I have no history of ever being in any kind of trouble or altercation with anyone. So I don't know how this whole process works. So I'm a little weird, but
yes, Ricardo is gay.
Yeah, I just want to
gay
put this behind
with
us,
Mr.
man.
Brown.
This has never happened to me. Mr. Brown is a mobile entrepreneur. I'm a mobile entrepreneur as well. I wasn't
Mobile
able to work as well
entrepreneurship.
since the accident because of the injuries. And I just want the best for both of us moving forward, being businessmen. With me being mobile, it's possible that I may have patients in his neighborhood. With him being mobile, it may be possible that he have a party to bartend in my neighborhood.
I think you might be right. I would go.
The protection order is a little bit too much, because I wish him no harm at all, ever in life. I still have love for this man. I wish him no harm at all.
All right, so you didn't file a counterclaim, so there's absolutely nothing I can do for you, sir. However, we're going to put this in place for 12 months. You'll get an email concerning FVIP. Once you all put your email in the chat, you can all leave the meeting. Have a good weekend. Stay healthy and safe. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Damn. Well,
Eric,
Brown
Eric,
wins.
Mr. Schultz, you guys still stand by. I got one more who's been very patiently waiting.
Brown wins. Brown
today.
wins. Brown wins. No questions there that she was going to do that. I'm pretty sure Mandy's smelling her fingers. No doubt about that, guys. We really appreciate you taking time on your busy day to come and watch a little court with us. That's right. You got to stay hard, stay safe. We'll be back at 4:05. Damn, Mark got that big hand, son. 4:05 Eastern time. That's about an hour and a half, give or take, from now. Make sure you're back for that. Florida Friday. Lots of great stuff, including a guy who has, not unlike here, a protective order on him to stay away from a lady. And the cop catches him and the lady walking together down the street. So see what buffoonery ensues from that. Also tonight at 6 p.m., members only. There's still time for you to become a member. Click the join button over there. It truly is a sight to see.
You can't handle the truth.
Exactly. So make sure you're there for that. Lots of good fun will be had. We hope you've had a good time. Like this video. Until the next one, if I don't see you, enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Wear more condoms. And yeah, have a drink.
Isn't happy hour anytime?
Yeah, that's what I just said. Have a drink.
Baba Booey.
Let's go, baby. Cocaine down to the ground.